Hello, people in the chat who I will not mention, and everyone who might be watching. Today is a very special day. I'm so excited for this title update news. It's happening in about 1 hour. There's so much to talk about. I really hope this is going to be good. But first, we're going to play a little bit of Monster Hunter Rise today. So, let me just get straight to it. We are going to get just straight to it. I didn't have much preparation time today. So... yeah, you're basically not the only one in chat. I know that, yeah. Am I only chatter? The interesting thing is I have the official YouTube video open where it says it's going to start in 40 minutes. And I just read the YouTube chat and it's absolutely asinine. As YouTube chat is. So we are just going to start. I think the audio levels are fine. So this is the first time I'm streaming from my Switch, so that should be it. That should be fun. Oh my god, the controller is so different. Let's get right into it. We're just going to equip a few things. Today we're going a bit freeform, so nothing really nothing really planned what I wanna do. Not sure. I can just do a few of the monsters that are in higher master rank, just to show them off, and later we are going to get into the new video. I hope it's good. So we are at master rank. There's a ton of monsters here, like Spawned Magna Marlow and Gold, Silver Rathian, Dusin Nagakuga, all of these. But actually, the first thing I'm just going to do, because I love doing it, is... let's take some follows with us. My favorite fight in the expansion is Shagaru Magala. It's absolutely my favorite monster in this game. For some reason, the fight I just love it, how it flows. So we're going to do a quick Shagaru Magala. It's a fight I come back to a lot. So and also there's rumors we could get a risen version of Shagaru Magala and a risen version of Valstrax in this. Or one of them, or both. So that's exciting news. So there's a lot of speculation and a lot of stuff is going on. There were some leaks and stuff where basically, well, at this point it's pretty confirmed which new Elder Dragon we are going to get. It's pretty much confirmed. There's not many that it could be, because on their own schedule they do these question marks for monsters that might come. in the next title update, and the question mark is Monster Hunter World themed. Everything else was Rise question marks. This one is Monster Hunter World question marks. And there's only a few Elder Dragons that it could be. It could be Nargigante, it could be Valkana, and it could be Namiel. But those are basically the only ones it really could be. And the thing is, the silhouette they show, it basically fits Valkana. So we're probably going to get Valkana in the next update. That's the speculation part. Oh, come on, Shagaru. It's such a good fight. I just love the way Shagaru flows. I love how Shagaru looks, like this golden fin. Whereas the Guamagala is basically this black creature. And Shagaru is basically the evolved form of Guamagala, where it shed its carapace. And it's an amazing creature. If you don't know, Guamagala and Shagaru Magala have a pretty deep history with the franchise. They were in 4 and 4U. They were basically the main threat. With something called the Frenzy Virus, which they still have in this game. They implemented the Frenzy Virus into this game, which is basically a virus that infects other monsters and drives them insane, and they drives them to rage and die from exhaustion. In the end, the monsters that go insane die from exhaustion. And Guamagala is basically a lesser version where it can basically infect lower monsters. And Shagaru is said that his Frenzy Virus could wipe out entire ecosystems of monsters. Because it's so potent. To the hunter, the Frenzy Virus is not as dangerous. If you catch it, it's basically a buff to your attack stat. I love the lore. Oh my god, huge Frenzy Beam. I just love the lore of the Magala. It's so cool. And yeah, to the hunter it's not as dangerous. You can basically, you gain a boosted attack, but also take more damage while you have the Frenzy Virus. And when you deal enough damage, you overcome it and get a stat boost from it. Also, their armor sets have really cool skills that deal with the Frenzy Virus. Where you can, with some armor skills, you can infect yourself with the Frenzy Virus and then get additional boosts from armor skills that are Frenzy Virus themed. So basically, every time you overcome a Frenzy Virus, you get better boosts and you get infected all the time. So just is a flat out boost to your stats. That's basically the gist of their armor set. It's so cool. Probably some of my favorite Elder Dragons. Well, Guamagala is not classified as an Elder Dragon, but Shagaru is. And it hasn't even entered its enraged state. Not sure if it's as visible on the screen. I just wish that in some of these games you could zoom further out so you still can watch the monster better. There we go. And the cool thing about the Magalas is In the old game it was a little bit more visible, but every time they... Oh my god, I'm going to die. Yes. I just didn't watch my health there, so... The cool thing is, every time they entered in rage stage, the entire atmosphere starts changing and become dark. It's so cinematic for a fight. And yeah, we're probably going to get Velkhana from World. Not Nergigante. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which is better. I'd love Nergigante, but Velkhana is the more likely. I'm just not playing well right now. Oh, come on, Shagaru.
I shall focus on recovering.
And yeah, the follow system is really good. I just love it. Oh. Go. And yeah, the other monsters that are basically rumored to come is Risen Balthrax and Risen Shagaru. But we could only get one of them, and the next one in the next title update, or we could get both in this title update. Let's go this way. I need to play a little bit better, then the fights will be over quicker. The YouTube chat is basically just spamming monster names right now. Personally, a risen monster is it's a concept I don't think you haven't been introduced yet. Mazino has these little things, these blood-sucking things called the Curio, is what they are called, and basically the story of Sunbreak revolves around them, and after you kill their host in the main game, they basically start infecting other monsters, causing them to go on rampages, which is afflicted monsters, which is basically the endgame loop. These are just stronger, powered-up monsters that just go on a rampage with the affliction. And Risen Elder Dragon, basically Risen monsters are Elder Dragons that basically became afflicted with the Curio virus, but they, through their sheer force, they basically overcame it and unlocked some of their powers. We have 3 Risen monsters right now in the game, which is Risen Familias, Risen Kushala Daora, and Risen Teostra. All 3 of them are really, really strong and excellent fights. So they deal huge amounts of damage. I kinda don't want to spoil the final boss for you. Let's just say Malzeno is not the final boss. Maybe I can just show off a risen monster after we beat Shagaru. They look really worn down. Like they have something really cool about them. I just love the way they look and how they fight. So good. Shagaru is taking a real beating right now. Go. He's still not in his second phase. Here we go. This is so cool. The way it flies up, which is basically the shot you get in the cutscenes where it's introduced. You get this shot of it flying up with the moon in the background and sprouting his wings. It's so cool. And yeah, it's now it's in its final phase. So Shagaru has not just one enrage mode, but two. So what we've seen so far has not been the full strength it has. That frenzy laser is probably one of the coolest attacks it has. And yeah, usually for you fought Shagaru in a special arena. So this is the first time you basically fight him outside in the field. He always has his special arena. Where is it? Where did I go? I don't think it has much health left, so probably going to soon get into go. That shot is so cool from it below. Probably one of the coolest Elder Dragons in my opinion. And the music is excellent as well, so I think they really did a good job with the soundtrack here. It's already weak, so we'll probably be able to kill it soon. Also, I'm pretty overtuned for Shagaru right now. I have an endgame armor set, There's a tons of skills on it. I have a full 7 crit eye on it. I think I have 100% on crits, so I basically deal crits with every slash. Yeah, I'm a little bit rusty on Rise. I have been playing a lot more World recently, so Rise still plays different. Here we go.
Another job well done.
I really want the follower system to come back in the next game. This would have been so cool with World, where you could basically go onto quests with people in Astera. Just imagine fighting by the Ace Hunter that is there, by the side of the Ace Hunter. And what is weird about World is basically how every time you go into a quest, they basically, yeah, the follower system is great. When you basically go on a quest in World, they basically just send you there. Like the Ace Hunter tells you basically he has a vendetta against Teostra, and then he basically just sends you to do it instead of, oh, I got a mantle. Why did I get an Espinas mantle? I don't... What? Didn't even fight an Espinas. And they basically just tell you, oh yeah, I have a huge vendetta against the monster, and then they basically send you to do it. Cooler would be if they actually join you in the fight and you're basically fighting together. The follow system is absolutely great for solo players. It kinda eliminates the need for basically online play. But I think the upsides are too great with it.
That'll do.
We don't need to get to the blacksmith. We need to go over here. And I said we will do a risen monster, so risen Kushala Daora. I think Kushala Daora is the easiest one out of the risens. We have these three here right now: risen Camellias, Kushala Daora, and Teostra. Camellias gives me a lot of trouble because it has a lot of poison, and Teostra just instant kills you if you don't have enough defense. I think we'll do Kushala Daora. Let's take the Admiral with us. Let's take these two. Let's see if I can actually do this. I'm not that... I'm not that warm on Rise yet, to be honest.
Let's do this.
Also, it could just be something completely out of left field what we will get in this title update. Like, it could be Volcana, but it could also be a subspecies or a variant of Volcana, which has a different element. Basically not an ice dragon, but something completely different that we haven't seen before.
Well.
Could be a lot. I think Risen Balstruck is really going to be a... If it is a thing, just imagine an even more powered up Balstrux is like... Okay. There it is. Looks just like a normal Kushala Daora. Right? Hits a little harder than the regular Kushala Daora. Also, you haven't really seen the Master Rank Kushala Daora, so it does use some of Master Rank Kushala Daora's attacks, so still not as bad as the world one. So I'm going to burn potions, burn the potions pretty quickly here. Go. Nope. 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 Okay. Also, the cool thing about the followers is they also can Wyvern Ride. So if you don't take the Wyvern Ride immediately, they will do. So, and they're pretty competent at Wyvern Riding. Like you see here, he Wyvern Ride. He did Wyvern Ride the Kushala Daora and slammed it into Mizitsune so that he can Wyvern Ride Mizitsune instead. So they're pretty competent, the followers. Like they will land their super moves and stuff that each of their weapon has. It's really cool. Like I don't even know how they implemented it. Like you can basically take 2 more players with you. Also, that is basically a attack that the normal Kushala couldn't do. So, haven't you? The yellow breath is not something a Kushala Daora does usually, and you can see it on its wings and its pattern that it's pretty bruised up. Like it's lost a lot of color and stuff. So these monsters look a little worn down from basically fighting all the time. But through overcoming that, they basically gained new strength.
A time and place for everything, including detours.
Like the patterns on its wings and you know the patterns on its scales is a little bit different from a regular Kushala Daora. I think it's more apparent with Kyostra and Chameleos a little bit. Like it seems like they lost some serious color.
I'll show you what I'm really about.
Nope. Let's see if we can make this a surprise. Oh, I don't think it's ready yet. And the tornadoes are going crazy with it's also with the regular Kushala Dora. I think a lot of the attack patterns are lifted from there, but it just does way more damage. Just hits so hard. So yeah, those risen monsters are real endgame monsters, so that's why they are also locked behind a little bit of a higher master rank than the regular monsters. Because you definitely, I think you can beat Chameleos without a proper build, and Kushala the Aura also without a proper build. But for Teostra, you definitely need a proper build. Like Teostra, when it's in its enraged state, does 1 health bar full of damage. Here we go. And yeah, the Risen monsters have a amped up state that looks like this, where they're basically some of the color returns to them through the cracks in their scales. Some of the new powers come through, and they basically gain this yellow tinted shine, which looks really cool. Looks so much better than regular Kushala. And yeah, in this amped up state, they also do different attacks.
Very kind of you.
And I hope that the new risen monsters don't disappoint. So
Royal pain, courtesy of a royal knight.
like it's mostly Elder Dragons. So God, I already burned through my mega potions. Oh no. Oh no. And yeah, they also gain a new super move. I just love the design.
We don't know what lies ahead. Let's keep our wits about us. Will you wait?
there's a fucking Rajang. Why not? Let's have the Rajang fight against the Trilightning. I also think the follower system gives the characters a little bit more weight in the story. Like,
I have returned.
yeah, there's a little bit more justification for being there.
Thanks, buddy.
I really hope they adapt the system for the next Monster Hunter because it's just that great. Kushala is not doing well right now.
Here comes the this is what being a royal knight is all about.
Watch out!
Got eyes on you! There! I feel you. I needed that.
Also, they bring in the next title update. They bring in a lot of convenience changes, quality of life changes. So basically, what has been announced yet is that we will get a hunter loadout system where you can basically drop in equipment loadouts, item loadouts, and everything you need, so that you can swap on the fly for entire sets, not just equipment sets, but also everything you need. So you basically go to your box and just select a set and you have it basically selected. Makes it even quicker to switch out different sets. I think that's a good thing. I think Rise did a lot for quality of life upgrades. When I look at the when I look at the world weapon trees and weapon upgrade systems, I always think like how I just want the Rise system to be in there. It's so much more convenient and easy to use. Requires a lot less menuing. And it's still pretty complex on the other hand. So that's something they did really good. There's a lot of stuff I want to return with the next Monster Hunter game from Rise. And I know a lot of people will disagree with me on some of these things I want to return. For example, I want them to return the switch skill system to make the weapons basically play different. So you can basically select the weapon skills you want instead of just having a fixed moveset. Which is basically what we have in Rise. We can swap out our skills, so That would be something cool if they could bring that back. I really want that back for the next monster of the game. That's why I always say I want them to take a lot of cues from Rise when it comes to their game design instead of World. Some of these systems that I just find absolutely great. I know a lot of people don't like the speed you're moving. To me, it just makes the game flow so much better.
Thanks. I've hit upon a strategy.
Let's see if we can beat this Kushala Daora before the stream starts.
This isn't looking good. My apologies for the delay. I had my time.
Oh yeah, also follow us. Sometimes just go after monsters to survive and ride them, like monsters that aren't even here in the general area. They just go out there and just grab a monster and vibe and ride it. So those really do make your life easier a lot. Almost done. Oh, and as I say that, it's
Another job well done.
done.
I don't have the same strength as when I was younger.
Don't say that, Adam. You must give the young knights something to aspire to.
It's going to happen soon. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Oh wow. Let me just switch over here. Let me just switch over here. I think it's happening right now. I thought it might happen in 50 minutes, but let's see. See if we can do this. Oh my god, it's already starting. I'm so excited. Here we go. Oh. Okay, it's just a countdown. Sorry. I just got a little too excited. It's just a countdown for the other title updates. We're having 15 minutes. Let's switch back. I got a Rise gem. Okay. Let me just go over here and lower the volume for me a little bit because it's blasting at full volume for me. So yeah, as you can see, I've already gathered some Hunter and Master rank. I'm not sure which monster I should show next. I think there's some cool monsters in there. Let's see. Something we can show in 12 minutes? Probably not. What I really want to show off is Violet Mizutsune, because Violet Mizutsune is just... Oh my god.
That'll do.
That's the armor I'm wearing right now. Like, this is the Violet Mizutsune armor.
Your spirit's
And I'm just going to show you for a quick how these anomalies work. You have these anomaly monsters, which is basically all of the old monsters that have basically been infected by the Curio. And you have this huge endgame system right here with anomaly investigations, where you basically fight anomaly monsters. Each quest has a level, and each quest has different conditions, and they are basically random. So the monster you have to fight, the level of the quest, and the conditions of the quest are entirely random. And you basically
still causing trouble.
gain level through playing some of these, and you basically gain anomaly level. So, and you can have really crazy quests here, like Gold Rathian and Apex Rathian, for example, or what do we have here? Afflicted Mizutsune. Here we have a Rajang and a Basil Geese, Serachios and Apex Rathian. Like, there's all of these monsters you can encounter here. And basically playing these quests just gives you more anomaly rank, which gives you even stronger quests. And this system goes to level 200 for now. For now, this goes to level 200. I'm currently at level 103. I need to do a little more grinding in the system. But also something they said... Here's the thing with this system. You have these research requests on the right for a certain target monster in your anomaly investigation. And it gives you extra points. Extra research points, so you can rise. You can go about it quicker. But these quests are pretty hard to get for some reason. I always don't get a research request with the monster I actually have, so they're kind of useless. But they changed this up so the requirements are easier for these research requests. So we can get faster points in the anomaly system, which is what a lot of players have been asking for. I think the system is fine. What I could show off while we're at it, I don't think we can fight another monster, but with with the materials from these research requests, you can go into armor crafting, for example, and augment your armor. So if I do this, I can get additional skills. Either additional skills, additional defenses, like you can see at the top, and sometimes even additional slots on the armor. So basically by augmenting, this whole system is kind of randomized. So the thing is, it's randomized, but it goes pretty quick and you get a lot of materials from these investigations. So like this would take one skill away from me. This just gives me flat out more defense. But usually what you want with these is skill. So this would basically give me a level 1 Divine Blessing on the armor and remove the Embolden skill on the armor. This just gives me Handicraft. Like these are all randomized, but they are pretty good. Like you can get pretty cool skills like blast attack, just a single skill of blast attack on your armor, and they really you can get a ton of skills in this game. Just going to show off my status. These are all of my skills I currently have. I have level 7 defense boost, critical eye, agitator, which makes my attack stronger if the monster is enraged. We have weakness exploit, stamina surge, evade extender, which is standard for switch axe. We have stun resistance and flinch free, so we basically don't get stunned. Embolden gives me more defense if the monster is enraged. We have rapid morph, so my morph attacks are quicker. And like, there's a ton of skills on here, like, and a lot of them synergize. The build variety is just insane in this game. It's way better than in World, the possible build variety, and that's where the loadouts come from. The loadout system is really good, and getting more loadouts is actually pretty good because there's a ton of skills, there's a ton of skills to experiment with, and having a loadout makes this a lot of easier, this process. Yeah, anomaly research level 103, so what can we show off in Elgato? I don't think there's so much to show off here. Let me see.
Time for a rest.
We already have eaten. Let's go over here. Select our loadouts. And I think we're going to switch over to the screen recording again, because it's now only 4 minutes. And I'm going to take a short break until it's ready. So, see you soon. And we are back. It's going to start really soon. I'm so excited. Here we go. I'm so hyped. Oh my god. I'm so hyped for what comes next in this game.
What's up, hunters? Y'all having fun hunting and all that? Today, I, Bahari, the kingdom's most prominent scientist, am here to share my research report on Free Title Update 4 version 14 with you. This report is filled to the brim with new intel, and I finally get to show it to you right now. So without further ado, let's look at the latest trailer.
Here we go.
Lord of the Tundra is heartless and
It's going to be Volcana.
showering its
Definitely.
in an impenetrable
Oh,
veil
yeah.
of snow, leading foolish creatures to an icy grave.
There we go. Kind of did expect it, but it's still cool to see. Still looks so good. There we go. Risen Crimson Glow. Oh my god. Oh my god, this looks fucking insane. Wait, they have a Shagaru in investigations? Okay. That's pretty sick. Oh my god. I mean, if it's the only section of the paid DLC, I'm okay with that. February 7th is in 5 days.
So, as you can see, Free Title Update 4, aka version 14, will release on the date shown on screen. Now, let's analyze the info we gleaned from the trailer, shall we? A Velkhana, an elusive elder dragon, has been sighted at the Frost Islands recently. Numerous scientists have been trying to catch a glimpse of it. I never thought I'd see the day I'd get to research one! Let me tell you what I know. It can freeze the water particles in the air to create pillars of ice, which it uses to attack. It freely controls the cold when in combat. It's basically a master of ice. Whoa! As you can see, it can instantly turn monsters into popsicles.
Volcana is still pretty exciting.
Temperature actually is.
I think it's one of the toughest Elder Dragons in the in world, in my opinion. Risen Crimson Glow looks insane.
Looks like we got trouble. A variant of the Crimson Glow Valstrax that has overcome the affliction. Just like Chameleos, Tiastra, and Kushala Daora.
This is absolutely insane.
Anomaly as well.
Crimson Glove Astrax already has a difficult to dodge moveset.
Types of attacks you should expect? I have no idea, because it's too dangerous to study. Which means that we'll have to rely on your reports. So, good luck with that.
Oh my god.
If you bring
This
back
also
some
means-
materials, though, I'm sure Manale the blacksmith will hook you up with some new gear. Probably some sweet new skills, too. I'm getting giddy just thinking
This
about
means we will
it. The
get
Volcano quest
Dragon
will become
Hearts
available from Master Rank
as a skill
and Risen Crimson Glow
in
Abstracts,
decorations.
Master Rank 160.
Oh, Master Rank 160,
So you
okay.
better get extra prepared.
I think Teostra was also Master Rank 160, so...
Of course, there'll be new anomaly research content as well. Afflicted Chaotic Gormagala will be added to A8 Star Quests.
Oh. It's not Shagaru, it's Chaotic,
The anomaly
so...
investigation level cap will be raised to 220.
Only
And Elder
220?
dragons will start appearing from level 111 and onward. This will yield new materials that unlock the cap for curious crafting. A pain in the ass to lose, but so worth the trouble. Every title update also brings new goodies to the Anomaly Research Lab. So go hoard those investigation coins. Event quests will continue to come in as well. There's even going to be a dual threat quest with Seething Basil Geese and Chaotic Gormagala. There's a very cute reward in it for you. And that's not all. There's one with the Furious Rajang and a Scorn Magnamalo as well. In the arena. Good luck handling those two at the same time. Event quests have a variety of rewards, so make sure to download them all.
Yeah,
Right,
the
now
DLC.
let's have a look at the new DLC. Huh? What are you doing? Hey, I'm hosting a show here. Hey, what the?
These stupid things. I think they were part of the tutorial section in Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah, they are the icons they used in the tutorials for Monster Hunter Rise. I mean, why? I mean, it's okay for a DLC, so...
Nail the blacksmith, forging ahead.
Unwavering diligence wins the day.
I mean, I'm okay with this DLC. The DLC in this game is okay as long as it doesn't look better than the armor sets in the game, and this doesn't really appeal to me that much. So... I'm kind of okay.
What? What the heck was that?
This
Couldn't hear what
does
they were
look
saying,
absolutely
but I know
goofy.
brilliant design when I see it.
Oh my god.
They look just like the art that's all over Elgato. Seriously, that stuff's everywhere. Keep an eye out for it.
Here we get to the meat and the potatoes.
Okay, we're almost at the end of the report. Let me show you the upcoming roadmap. This free title update 4 here will add Velkhana and Risen Crimson Glow Valstrax. And we have free title update 5 coming in April. Ah, my scientific sense is telling me that there's going to be quite a fearsome monster in this one. Can't wait to research it.
Come on, tell me. There's going to be a title update 6.
All right, everyone. Time
Ah, they are not going to tell us.
Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, title update 4, version 14, will release on the date shown on screen. And another update is coming in April 2023. Can't wait to see what monsters we'll run into.
Huh, that's 2 months, yeah. That's about right.
Also, Monster Hunter Rise was released on Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, Windows, PlayStation 5, and PlayStation 4 on January 20th this year. Sunbreak, the massive expansion, will also be coming in spring. So keep an eye out for more information.
Spring is a large window,
All
so
right, time to get back to my research. See you in Elgato, everyone. Bye. What's this?
don't tell me.
That's a very tiny Velcana.
What?
Oh, is this a new variant? Hold on. Is that a canine?
Oh my god, it's the
Newsflash!
fucking
To
Palamute
celebrate
thing.
the release of free title update 4. Campaign entrants will be able to get their hands on a Velcana costume that'll make your Palamute look like a Velcana. It might be small, but it's got big energy. Take a ride on your Palamute with this outfit, and you're guaranteed to steal the show.
This looks absolutely
Check the official
cool.
website for more info about the campaign, and make sure not to miss out.
I already did register a Capcom ID, so I think that might be it. Yup, that's it. I can already see the YouTube chat seething. Here's the thing, those are all were rumored, those all were leaked. So it wasn't really a surprise, but what is someone supposed to do? Like, I mean, come on. What is Capcom supposed to do about that? If it's leaked, they can't just reschedule everything. So yeah, it's only 2 monsters so far. And the next 2 monsters also have been leaked, so that's probably going to be something that's going to happen. We don't know yet. I think it's okay. I think they took a little bit of a long time just for 2 monsters, so I'm hoping that Velcana is basically a Alatrion style fight. The next 2 monsters that are leaked, that the leak tells us, is Risen Shagaru Magala and Amatsu. I can look it up for you. I can show you Amatsu. Do we have that in big? Nope. Why is it so small? Amatsu is a strong Elder Dragon. I think it was the final boss of the Monster Hunter 2, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just show you this. Here we go. That's Amatsu. It's a giant storm dragon. So Amatsu is really cool. The fight is very cinematic because there's a raging storm around it, and it's basically attacking you with water attacks and lightning attacks. So kind of like Namiel. And it uses giant tornadoes and storms. So this has been basically leaked, that it's going to be Amatsu and Velcana. So with the leak about Velcana and Valstrax being basically what's happening, so it gives it kind of credence that this is going to be. I think it's going to be a Alatrion and Fatalis style fight with Amatsu. So Amatsu is pretty exciting though. Like, it's a really cool monster. So, yeah. We still don't have clarification if the next title update is going to be the last. I'm still not sure about that, because I think there's a open story thread that won't get resolved by the next title update. By the last title update with Amatsu. Like, in the game, basically we have two story threads, which one is the anomaly stuff, where we don't really have an ending, and Volcana is not going to be the ending of that. And the other is you have the Kimura story going on right now, which is basically them trying to find out which monster it was that destroyed Yomogi's village from Kimura, because she's a princess from a certain village in that land, which is basically Japanese style, and there's a certain monster that destroyed it, and I think that's going to be Amatsu, if I'm guessing right. But we still have the anomaly stuff that is basically unresolved, and I don't think Volcana will resolve that. So we might get a title update 6 where we get another new boss. That's at least my speculation. I think I'm going to fight a few more monsters. I said the stream is going to be about 2 hours, so we still have a ways to go.
Back to work.
I already can tell that some of the community is going to be disappointed, because the reveal was basically exactly what the leak said. So
Why, hello.
that's a problem with leaks, kind of. They kind of ruin the surprise of it. I think I'm going to show you Violet Mizutsune. I love Violet Mizutsune. It's such a cool monster. I mean, you know regular Mizutsune, right?
This'll be easy. On target. Mission time. Let's move on. Shall not miss. Better than ever. Our picture hunt is to truly.
And yeah, this one is Violet. There's nothing different about it. It's just Violet. Here we go. There it is. Beautiful creature. Mizutsune is always a cool fight. There's nothing different about Violet Mizutsune. Nothing different. Ignore the fire. Such a cool Mizutsune variant. Oh my god. Yeah, the thing with Mizutsune is basically Mizutsune uses these bubbles, right? And they were like, hey, this Mizutsune is not just using soapy substance to generate these bubbles. This Mizutsune is just secreting a highly flammable oil instead. So that's what this Mizutsune is about. It's really cool. I like its armor design, I like its general fight design. It has a new enrage mode that it goes into.
My victory is as certain as your defeat.
I mean, there's always going to be people who are going to be disappointed with the amount of new stuff. I think they really need to justify it by just having Valkana be a really, really strong fight. Oh my god. There's fire everywhere. If they make Valkana a decent fight, or Crimson Glow Bastrux a good fight, then people would probably be pretty content. If they don't, I don't know how much support they are going to give this game. So, I mean, the next game is probably already in the pipeline to be revealed, so they've already given us a lot of monsters. We go into
Thanks, buddy. You're all patched up. Now's your chance. You have my right.
I don't know, do you want to see Maldeno after this? Or do you want to keep it as a surprise? Maldeno is a really good fight. Also, there was kind of a rumor of Maldeno variant or subspecies. A different Maldeno, so that might be a thing that's coming. And that's what I'm thinking for title updates. Why there has to be a title update 6. Like, the Maldeno variant could very well be in title update 6 and basically be a stronger Maldeno to round up this expansion. Here we go. There it is in its power-up state.
I cannot fulfill my duty like this.
There's a lot of fire going around with this monster. Also, the bubbles, the fire bubbles it has actually target you, home in on you, so you need to be careful with that.
I thrive on the battlefield.
Fun.
That's always like you.
It's also really, really fast monster, so and yeah, I also installed the Monster Hunter Rise PS4 version today. So I think I'm going to be playing a little bit of that. I'm trying to get as far as I can in this version before February 7th, which is Valentine's Day. So next week, Monday?
My victory is as certain as your defeat.
Next week Monday? Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm going to get there by next week Monday and grind a little bit of the anomaly investigations and stuff. I also really want to fight the anomaly level Elder Dragons, which is shown. Like there's 2 new monsters and then you also have powered up older monsters again. And basically having risen Elder Dragons appearing in this is going to be extremely hard in the anomaly investigation. I mean, it's the endgame system, so... But yeah, I don't blame you if you don't want to engage in the endgame system. It's a little bit grindy. But for me, but so was Worlds actually. For me, the gameplay absolutely carries it. Like, the gameplay is just so good that I just don't want to stop playing ever. So,
I'd be proud to heal you. Very kind of you. You're suffering from some sort of
also just taking a different weapon and just mastering a different weapon just feels so good in this game. Didn't do its super move yet. There we go. There we go. I absolutely love this monster. I really like that the PS4 version actually has 60 FPS. It feels great to play, to be honest. And yeah, they didn't give us a definitive date for when the Sunbreak expansion for that releases. So you have at least, I would say, 2 or 3 months left to catch up before Sunbreak releases on there. The grind can get pretty heavy, but to be honest, the anomaly system makes you grind against a ton of different monsters. Like you grind a lot of different monsters, but so it's kind of worth it, I guess. I don't mind the grind for Monster Hunter too much because it's a game I just... Most of the time I just turn my brain off and just fight the monsters. Basically on autopilot. I don't need to really think hard about what I'm doing, so I'm just basically turning my brain off and just playing. It's kind of that comfort game for me, like where you just turn your brain off. Also, I think the game is a little bit grindy, but I didn't put too many hours into it, and I'm already pretty far in the anomaly investigation section, so yeah, it's a super move. Just creates this giant bubble that just keeps hovering above the arena for a while.
I needed that.
can't wait until,
I need some time.
and then it drops it. I can't wait until this is in the PS5 version on 4K and stuff. I think already on the PS4 version for me, the effects look a little bit cleaner and crisper. I mean, this is the Switch version, so. And yeah, sadly, no crossplay and cross-save yet. That is a feature I would absolutely love if they implemented it. Especially crossplay. Crossplay would be so cool to just have, you know, I could just play on my Switch and other people from PlayStation and Xbox can just join me. So
I shall focus on the recovery. Now, hold still. Take this.
ouch.
I'll show you what I'm really about.
Yep. I did see that coming. I actually failed a quest, so take that. I guess. I don't know. What would you say, Mazeno or another monster? I have another monster on my mind, but I just can't do Mazeno. Over here. Let's use this.
Rest. Back to work. Hey,
Check it out.
ooh, I'm itching to get started.
I already have the entire weapon tree for Switch X. Almost. There's some that I'm missing still. There's quite a few that I'm missing.
I fire with fire.
Let's do this. I didn't do this yet.
I'll be here when you need me.
Okay. I don't know. We could do Mazeno for now. Or I could go for Lucent Nagakuga. I think Lucent Nagakuga is a really cinematic fight that looks really cool. I think we might go for Lucent Nagakuga. Let's tick those two.
You'll do great.
I don't really care as much about it. Here we go. I think it's at least worth grinding up to master rank 160 or so to fight the risen monsters because they are really good.
Let's go. Brightest in battle.
And to me, it's not that much of a grind because you have so many monsters and so many weapons to craft. It's just by basically playing the game, you're already rising too much. There it is. This one looks absolutely massive. I hope this comes out on stream right. I really hope. Moose and Nagakuga is such a cool fight. Oh wow. A fight that properly uses the invisibility function. It's so cool. Also, the invisibility combined with now it's in its angry state. Just look for its red eyes. You can just track it by the it's invisible, but the eyes are still glowing red, which is such a cool effect. I just want to look at it. Where is it? It's such a great monster. Oh yeah, it also carries poison, so has poison spikes. And it can rain poison down like that.
I cannot fulfill my duty like this.
Ouch.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
That is. Oh my god.
You're my best pal. I can take on the world. I believe it has become angry. Be fine now. Thank you for your assistance.
I mean, Chameleos already uses invisibility, but
Find a cure.
it doesn't use it to that great of effect like this. It just looks too good on Lucent Nagakuga. Also, the arena is beautiful, so. And personally, all of these updates are just added bonus for me on the game. It just makes me more excited about the next game. It's basically just they're finishing the game now that we can expect the next game announcement. The next game is going to be either... The next game is definitely going to be an absolute masterpiece. There's always a chance it could go wrong. But at this point I have pretty much faith that the next game is going to be one of the best Monster Hunter games in existence. Come on, good man.
Thanks, buddy.
I think if they take a healthy combination of World and Rise, it could just be a really solid game. I think the monsters in Rise are generally more interesting than World. If they combine that, bring in a lot of interesting monsters from Rise, even from older games. There's a treasure trove of monsters from the older games that deserve to come back. A huge treasure trove, to be said. Like, some of these monsters that always come back for the new generations are some of the most common monsters in the games. Like Teostra and Kushala Daora have so many appearances in the games. But there's a ton of stuff. Especially if you factor in frontier monsters, which is a whole other treasure trove of monsters.
You're a lifesaver. You're my best pal. Now's my chance.
The wind is at our
Yeah, that's okay. I think I'm going to finish off Lucent Nagakuga and then I'm also ending stream for now. Maybe I just want to... I still want to upload my reaction to the stream as a separate video. That's why I recorded it. And I might just want to upload it right now. And then I'm going to bed. It's extremely late, so... I think next stream is going to be Sekiro, but I don't know when that will be. I kinda... maybe tomorrow? But I'm not quite sure yet. I don't have time on Friday and Saturday. I don't honestly have much more to say about the event we just saw. Lacana could be interesting. A little bit concerning that we fight it in the Frost Islands, because it's going to be a roaming monster, not a siege style quest, as it was in World. They could also make it, it could also just be a red herring, that we will get a roaming quest, where we just have to investigate Volcana like we did in World, and then get a siege style quest in the end. And Crimson Glow Wildstruck is going to be absolutely insane. I can already tell. Crimson Glow Wildstruck is one of the stronger monsters in the game, I would argue. The fight took me quite some time to master, to be honest. Now I just can do it on autopilot, but it took some time to really know how to dodge his attacks for some reason. Maybe that's just my experience. I know there's always people saying, oh, the game is too easy, but that's not really my experience. Also, people who are saying the game is too easy are probably lying. Oh, I just beat this in that amount of time, and it's basically you have no video evidence, you have nothing to support that.
Thanks, buddy.
It can be done, but all of the people saying, oh, the game is too easy are probably not the ones that are doing it. Like, speedruns are real, but speedrunners invest a lot of time and don't argue with people about the game being too easy. Because speedrunners know that what they are doing, it's not the intended way or the normal way people engage with the game. And they don't usually fault the game for it. Like, they don't usually call the games that they speedrun. They don't call the games bad, usually. Like, I mean, they kinda do. Like, they always say, oh yeah, in speedruns they always say, oh, this game is so broken. That doesn't imply really a bad thing. We'll see. We don't have to wait long until the new stuff comes out. I'm going to stream it. Maybe, well, it's Monday. Depends on when the content drops, actually. So we can actually play it. I might just play it when it comes right out. They usually drop at usually new content for the game drops at odd hours for me, so we'll see. Like, it's usually like 5 in the morning or so, and that's usually where I wake up in the morning, so I'm not ready to stream at that point, but we'll see.
I cannot fulfill my duty like this. Very kind of you.
I'm also way too tired for this right now.
You should use an item.
Crimson Globe Astrax one is going to be a really hard fight.
This should fix it. This one's gonna be hard.
I'm a little bit surprised they didn't raise the Hunter rank cap that much. That probably means we are going to get Titan Update 5 a little sooner. That's already weak. We're going to get Titan Update 5 a little bit sooner because they only raised the Hunter rank cap by 20. I guess they don't want to hurt people too much, like the last jump from 120 to 200 was a little bit too much, and not many people have already made it to 200. So they want to give people a little bit more extra time to raise it to 200. After the title update drops, I'm definitely going to raise it to 200. Like, that's something I'm definitely going to do. And also 220. I want to experience everything the game has to offer for me. Like, here we go. That's Mr. Nagakuga.
Well done, team.
I've heard I act differently during quests. You think so too?
Here we
I'll
go.
put this to good use.
It's a really cool fight. I like it. I'm pretty excited about the new updates. I think the title update was a little bit disappointing because we already knew everything, but that's kind of what leaks do. They kind of ruin the fun for everyone. So I'm not really going to fault the devs for it. I think if they implement Valkana good enough and do a good job of making the
Not bad.
Crimson Globe Astrax really good, could be really cool stuff happening. I'm already master rank 180. I think there needs to be a title update 6. If they bring Amatsu in the next title update, there has to be a title update 6. It's just too inconclusive of a story if they conclude it at that. I kind of thought they would announce it at this point, but they didn't.
Time for a rest.
See the meal, that is probably not consequential. Alright. I'm going to end stream for today. I'm really tired. Whoa, that was my controller. Thanks for watching. I'm heading out, and you all have a fine day. Let me just gather something. Let's do this. Let's give you some music. We're off. And we need this. And thanks for watching, and bye.